Hey everyone, Steve here with Phantom History. Thanks so much for checking us out on YouTube, and if you enjoy our content, make sure you subscribe. I also wanted to remind you that Patreon subscribers get access to bonus content, and we have a newsletter that you can subscribe to that will let you know when a new episode drops and when that new bonus content is available. Enjoy this episode. Welcome to Phantom History, a podcast that is dedicated to the echoes of our history and the lingering imprint those who came before us may have left behind. I'm your host, Steve Blanchard. For 16 years, I worked as a print journalist covering the world and the people around us. It was an amazing experience and one of which I am very proud. After leaving that changing landscape, I've decided to take the skills I've honed and channel them into this podcast so I, and you, can explore the world and the people that came before us all. I want to be the voice of those who can no longer speak, at least to the majority of us. Our past affects our present and sets the path to our future. It's important to point out that I am not especially sensitive to the supernatural. I have had a couple of minor, eerie experiences in my life. When I lived in an old home in Missouri, I saw a man in a dark coat walk through my dining room and into my bedroom, only to disappear. After researching the home, I found that the mayor from a century before had called that house his home. And there has been the occasional glimpse of, well, something out of the corner of my eye. But I wouldn't say that I have certain heightened senses. What I do have, however, is the gift of curiosity and a patience for research, both of which I will use in this podcast to tell the stories of specific places and people. Through storytelling and interviews, Phantom History will share the historic facts behind some of the more haunted places around us and discuss the process and findings of those who consider themselves psychics, mediums, sensitive, or ghost hunters. By using my journalistic background, I will ask the questions so many of us have and hopefully shed a little light on some of the more faded corners of our world. My love of history, and especially old newspaper clippings, fuels my passion for finding the true stories behind the places and people discussed to help us understand the lingering souls that may still be present. There are no shortage of locations or people from our history to discuss, and I encourage you as a listener to share your ideas for future podcasts. Phantom History will be more than just a podcast. Archives of photos, interviews, and research will appear on my website, phantomhistory.com. Video clips will appear on the Phantom History YouTube channel, and the Phantom History Facebook page encourages discussions and input, while the @Phantom History Instagram profile delivers updates. Like the introduction on the website says, everywhere you've been and everywhere you've looked, someone has been there before. I invite you to join Phantom History on this journey of discovery and meet those who may have left this life long ago but still have a fascinating story to tell. Welcome to Phantom History. Hey, Steve here. Thanks so much for checking out that content. And before you go, I wanted to let you know that if you become a supporter of the podcast through Patreon, you'll gain access to bonus content. And if you subscribe to our newsletter at phantomhistory.com, we will let you know when that bonus content becomes available and when a new episode drops. And one more thing, I'm always looking for ideas for future episodes. So if you have an experience or a location you think that I should focus on, please let me know through the website, or you can email me directly at podcast@phantomhistory.com.